Can you guys hear me? I don't know if this software's good or not. I'm gonna try this if you guys want to communicate and interact. If not, I'm just doing this for show. But I don't know if you guys can hear. Um, we made a little bit of money here this morning on the euro and the initial move down, and now we've had a pretty good reversal. So, I keep a core position that I'm short, and I'm waiting to kind of reset it. Um, I'm watching this 15-minute cycle here on the euro to see if we can roll over or not. 50-minute cycle's pretty high, 30 minutes. This is a strong move back, though, after basically 100% retrace of that initial move down. Let's see. It's kind of lost its energy a little bit. We sold some up here yesterday, and then got a little bit of a knockdown today. Covered that back, so still short some pieces. Cable's kind of high. I talked about a little bit on the socials. I like dollar yen down here. Big picture. I'm going to start working into a long back here. A pretty good channel that the market's been in. So we go over on this side. So anytime you get back towards 106, maybe that will coincide with stocks kind of holding and and rallying back. But we'll see. But the edge is definitely be long down here. This is one hell of a move down. Um, Stocks came all the way back. What's up, Gio? All right, man. What do you got going on, Gio? You long some Litecoin? I know, right? Kind of been a long 8 weeks. I talked about um, this weekly cycle. You know, the business cycle is on that 8.6 frequency. We're down. I think this is the 9th week from the high. So, from a timing perspective, that makes sense. 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 weeks down exactly into the low. That was probably it, guys. I like this swing line setup. It took out the prior week's highs here. All very bullish. Get this weekly oscillator to turn up too. Polly? I don't know that one. I don't know that one, Ryan. Qcoin? Can I see that on Coinigy? There we go. I haven't gotten involved on Qcoin yet. You guys like it? Those of you that are trading on there? Man, this thing, I don't have any data on that one, partner. What's up, Hector? Did they just do their ICO? I've met a few of those guys. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're trying to put all these securities and move them onto the blockchain. I'm not I'm not 100% sold. I mean, looks like it's making higher highs though. Once it got above 80 cents. What's BTCZ doing today? Any of you guys long this one? Up at 9 cents. Nice. Probably got lifted on some. I was nibbling down at half a penny. Up at 9 now. Probably got lifted on some. What else are you guys looking at? Hector, what do you have going on? Got a little bounce, dollar yen off the low. Close out some of that. I don't know how delayed this is, guys. It seems like it's pretty far behind here. Um, I went through a bunch of markets this morning, and it looks like Ethereum was close to breaking and following Litecoins. We're kind of right on the level. You guys see this right here at 900? I guess we're through it, right? Technically. So I think we should probably add here. That's kind of what I've been watching the last hour. Got all these lower highs. But this pivot's pretty clear relative to here. So getting above that is exactly what Litecoin just did, and then you get the kind of like a beach ball underwater, you know, you hold it underneath for so long, and then looks like it wants to go. Right at the bands. See how the 8's turning up? You guys see that red line, the 8? See how it's turning up now? That's showing you the intermediate term. What else? I added to Stellar this morning. I like the fact that we got above this swing line. You know, right there. And your risk is down here. This is one of the strongest charts too. I mean, we never even broke the bands in the midst of this 8-week pullback. Let's see what else is maybe close to going. Yo, Gio, you want to look at ENG and ICX, Scott? What's up, Scotty? Hey, Cam. Ooh, Ryan likes Dash. All right. Feels like the market's following Litecoin's lead here. We talked yesterday that we thought we were close to the lows. I just want to look at Litecoin real quick. Or, I mean, BTC. The BTC had that pivot right here. 90.97. I like that we're getting above the bands. You guys see how that they were all negative, and then they went sideways, and they just laid all on top of each other, and then now they're trying to fan back out. Might get the move back to pi up here, 12,000. All right, let's see ICX finance one. This one's still making lower highs in the intermediate term. think there's some stronger coins here. I do like the fact that you got higher lows relative to the lows from early February, but you're still just making lower highs here. You can see how the 8's descending. I think there's some others that look a little stronger. Let's see, ENG. ENG I covered in that the day in the 100. I like it. I mean, it's above the bands. It's one of the strongest charts out there. Also, 4 hour cycle's pretty low. This is a good spot to add some here. I like the 4 hour cycles low. Had a pretty good rhythm, you know. This is your kind of an inverse head and shoulders here. But I like these higher lows. Maybe we can move back up in this area. Zcash. Zcash is on the move. Nice 4 hour cycle, higher low. Held the bands twice since the move off the lows. Failed right at pi. Looks like it's going to take another run at 500 there, guys. Who's long Zcash? Do you guys know if Steemit has a live functionality? I saw a couple other people using it. Some new chat. I didn't know what it was. But this just seems kind of delayed. IOC? Geo? IOC. Oh, there it is. I don't know these guys. It's kind of been stuck in this intermediate term downtrend for a while, and then finally got above the bands right here. So it's actually looking a lot more promising. If you're long there, I would stay with it. You got these lows right here where your risk is. You wouldn't want this to roll back over and break that low, but maybe this 4 hour cycle needs to come down a little bit lower, but try to pick some up maybe down here. See if we can continue back towards the 200 up here and just kind of retrace halfway of this move that we already had on the way down. Up into the 40,000 range. But this was bearish. It broke the bands here, January. Nothing but lower highs just until a couple days ago. So that's trying to do better. Trying to do better. I'd say if you get above the bands, this daily cycle's rising. You could probably take a run at pi up there. Take some off there for sure. BNB is trying to do better. Looking at gas this morning, it was right at the bands down here. So I was kind of waiting to see if we could take out this swing line. Nothing yet. I'm waiting for like a bullish candle like this. And then boom, you buy it right there. stop below the low. Kind of similar to what happened right here. Boom. Bought right there, and then got the pop. Daily cycle's kind of low. Kind of stalking this one, guys. Does that make sense? Yes. Yeah, Cardano. Somebody needs to blow some life into that token. Just nothing but lower highs still. Nothing but lower highs. It's trying. I mean, it's not going to take much. We get above this high, and then she's going to rip. It's going to probably be violent too. I wouldn't be surprised if we rip back to like 80 cents, 90 cents in a hurry. So I haven't added to that yet. I'm kind of waiting for this right-hand side of the cycle. It's close though. Hector, you're looking at power. Okay. I'm Forex here. Work some more. Euro pounds coming down. Again. Took a lot off this morning. Cable's daily cycle is low. This can come. It's got a long way. It can come up still. I might even flip and go long on this at some point here. Power. So it's hard to chart with that ICO data, huh? This one trades all over the place. Big swings. Just wanted to measure some of these move. 100%, 170%, 50% off that low, 35%. Gotta like that. Gotta like the volatility, the ranges for sure. This one's trying also. It's had a pretty good daily cycle move already. This is that lower high, Hector, that you really got to get above. I guess call it the 10,000 level. You know, if you can, it's close. It's trying. I mean, like a lot of these markets. Covering some more euro here. Um, yeah, that one's just not quite ready to go. I'd watch this pivot high right here. You get above there, then it'll be new higher highs, clear sailing above. Probably will retest these levels. So this is my last buy on BTCZ. Got some offers up here. Let's see if they come get us. Another nice move on ZCL, huh, guys? No, a bunch of you are long that, or we're still holding. A little bit of a topping tail up here. Should take profits into new highs, and as a general rule of thumb, you guys hear me say that a lot. I'm only down to a few last lots, so I'm just gonna let it go. I think we keep an eye though here on Ethereum. Did any of you guys add back on Ethereum? Yeah, Hector, you're welcome. It's just got this pie up here. It's close. Close, it's close, it's close. Litecoin looks great. Oh, so Cameron, you were kind of asking, well, what is the next pullback? What does that really look like or mean? And essentially, it's several, at least hourly or several 30-minute candles. I mean, you could see this is the first 4-hour candle up, and then we've got three more behind it of follow through. So like a 2 to 3 candle pullback on the 4-hour makes sense. Maybe we don't get that, and you get something faster on the hourly. But I mean, we need something like more like this. Be all over it. Oh, something like down in this area, maybe. It might be tough to get back below 200. That wouldn't surprise me. Kind of already tested it once here at the 8. You had mentioned, and then we popped. This 30 minutes still can come down. Let's see where that hourly is. Yeah, hourly is pretty high. No, be nice to get a cycle back down. I don't know if we'll be able to punch through 200 though. Probably a wall. On Ethereum, you did, Cameron? Okay. I like that we're above I here in the Northern Hemisphere. Cover some more euro. Scalping around while we're talking. I'm going to take a look at cable on this other chart over here. Cable may want to take a run back at 143. Guys, the rest of the week. On the near term, this is kind of what I was just looking at. Is I'm noticing that this 15-minute cycle is really high up here. And so this wall inside the 1 minute, I may try to catch this thing if it rolls over. For my traders in the live room, they know kind of what I'm talking about here. That I'm looking at the 15-minute cycle, kind of anticipating maybe that this will roll over. So I've got this wall now to work with. So with the 5-minute and the 15-minute cycle, I mean, this 1 minute cycle is low. So what you do is you wait for that to come back up, and then I'll start shorting over here and see if this 15-minute cycle plays out this way. I'll short a bounce and then see if we can break here and then add to it and get the move back down in this area. Pretty good wall in the 1 minute of the euro also. Yeah, Cameron, I know what you're talking about. I see that too. I see that too. We'll see. 4 hours looking close. I mean, I like this candle right here. I like the bands, getting above the bands. There's Monero's pivot right there, guys. 275, 276. It's not through yet. You know, BTC had the intra candle move. It's right back on resistance. Dash is right. There was a lot of markets right on these pivots, guys. So we have to check back in this afternoon. But hey, I wanted to do this more often. You know, we can try to do some more Q&A like this, and you guys kind of, you know, intraday when markets are moving, what we're thinking instead of just doing everything via chat all the time. And then, you know, obviously I put in the chat too that some of you have expressed interest in, you know, joining the live room and getting some coaching, etc. Anybody that wants to do that, you know, it's just jenkinsrm.com. Come right here. And then, boom, we'll get you started. And, you know, like I said last night, anybody wants to sign up by the end of the week, I'll throw in 10% just for incentive to get you guys to take that next step. But this is kind of a glimpse into what we do, you know, weekly between all these different markets. I thought we'd have more of a break in S&Ps right after the number. But pretty good recovery. We had this real money candle with no follow through. So like I didn't do anything with my Apple. I sold some calls that if the market was going to get knocked back down towards these lows, I was going to cover them. But we might need to push up here towards this 2750 area. That's the spot to short. I think we're still too low. I mean, the volatility is pretty high, so these ranges are going to blow out. So there's definitely people that are short down here in poor levels. You want to be more up in this range. I put that in the chat this morning. Ryan, yeah, definitely. It applies to any market. So I originally I did the training course around a lot of what I did in bonds and forex, but now obviously I've been meaning to update and do one that's a little bit more specific to crypto. Probably have that out next week. Um, but yeah, that's the nice thing about the model is you can apply it to any market. So wherever there's opportunity, I mean, wherever there's any kind of movement, that's where you want to be. And there'll be times where maybe several years from now that the digital asset space is in a bear market, or um, another area of the global economy, or we want to kind of be global macro guys. So I'm really bearish on Europe right now. Part of the reason why we've been long dollar and short the euro. Um, but that training course, that's the course is there also. It's 9 hours on demand, and we cover the three pillars of our model, which is analysis, execution, and then risk. So analysis teaches you, you get online. There's a lot of people that want to look at indicators, and they have their different models, but that's kind of very surface level. You got to get into position size and how to really define a trend, how to play the trend. Um, there's styles on, 80% of the time you try to trade with the trend, but there's times to go contrarian. So you got to learn to identify the price and the trends, right? And then we spend a lot of time on the time component, which is cyclical analysis, and nobody really even does analysis on that or trades that way or covers or talks about it. And then there's mental analysis, so we're always talking about the psychology of trading. Uh, and then execution, I teach you about 7 to 8 of our setups that we use, from swing line setups, topping tails, bullish engulfing, topping tail takeouts. That's all under execution. And then on the risk side, we get into position size and the art of the size, I call it, and your trading plan, and um, max loss per day, how to stop and reverse. So there's a lot in that course. I mean, it's 10 years of me trading institutionally, so it's definitely works for crypto though. Yeah, anyway, guys, I got another lunch meeting here, so hope you got some value here. We'll do this more often. I try to pipe you guys in after our Thursday sessions, and then Friday we might do stuff a little bit more structured and cover different topics. So see how this streaming works out, though. All right, guys, and you know where to find us in our chat room too. If you got questions or you want to interact with the team, it's a great place to get started. For anybody that's new, that's watching or listening, just jenkinsrm.com, and then boom, there's our chat room. It's free to join. Come in. Oh. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your trading day. I'll keep you updated on some of these pivots, and keep watching Ethereum, and we'll time up this next Litecoin pullback too. Ryan, I just saw that. There's such a delay. I think I'm way ahead of you guys on the chat. Yeah, 10%, partner. You can just message me. Are you in Slack? Come find us in this chat room here.